chapter 4, wherein even though Lord Shiva forbade motherSati to visit her father's home, but still she looking at Lord Shiva very angrily that you are not coming with me, you are not taking me, you are not allowing me to go. So many things. So, but finally she went, unable to control her desire to meet with her parents, family members, relatives. She left. So, understanding the heart of Lord Shiva, so most of Lord Shiva's followers, headed by Nandi and all, they just followed after motherSati. When she went there, mother and sisters came forward and received her very nicely. But neither Daksha nor any other elderly men, no one came forward to receive Sati out of fear of Daksha. Daksha might say something. Last time he directly criticized Lord Shiva only, and he also criticized Lord Shiva's father Brahma also. So everyone is afraid Daksha might say something. So, but Sati was not happy. Sati was looking at father only. I had great faith upon my father that my father loves me the most. I told my husband that the last time what my father did is only an unintentional, circumstantial, it is not a premeditated thing. But now my father is not even receiving me, not even calling me, not even welcoming me. What is this? And by the meantime, she also understood that the yajna is being performed. There are no oblations offered to Lord Shiva. As Daksha told last time, that you will not receive any oblation in the yajna. So same thing is happening. That means it is a well-planned, intentional activity of not inviting my husband and me, and also not willing to offer any oblations to my husband. Unable to tolerate disrespect for her husband, Mother Sati began to do something. But before that, when the followers of Lord Shiva wanted to attack Daksha, Sati said, please, please stop. Before that, I will do something. She began to rebuke Daksha. Who other than you can hate Lord Shiva, who is loved by everyone and who loves everyone? Who is the source of this universe? Who is like a Paramatma of every living entity? Hmm? So who can do like this other than you? And then she said, last week we discussed that the saintly people see good and bad, and they consider the bad qualities also one day they transform into good, and they only glorify the good qualities. And Lord Shiva is one such a saintly person, and you are finding fault in that saintly person also. There will be no worst person than you. Like that she said. And in the Acharyas, we have seen the 8 categories. Mahat, Mahattara, Mahattama, Ati Mahattama, Asadu, Asadutara, Asadutama, Ati Asaduttama. So categorizations were there. So that is where we stopped. Now, Mother Sati will continue further. So she speak elaborately. Many things she will present. So now in the next verse, she is going to say that Lord Shiva might tolerate your offenses. A devotee might tolerate the offense of a criticizer, but the dust of a devotee's feet will not tolerate. That dust will destroy you very soon. Lord Shiva will not do anything, but Lord Shiva's lotus dust, the dust of Lord Shiva's lotus feet will destroy you. Please wait. That she is going to terrify Daksha from next verse onwards. So she is telling that Nasharyameta disasastu sarvada
नास्त्येतं यत् अत्फ अफत्फ
Mahat Vininda Kunapatmavadishu
अत विनिंदा कुनान आत्मवादेव
Shersham Mahapurushapada Pamshubir
वैरफ्याम महापुरुष पाद पांफुवे
Nirasta Tejasu Tadeva Shobhanam.
तेजफु तत्एव शोभनम. It is not wonderful for the person who have accepted the transcendent material body as the self to engage always in the deriding great fools. Such envy on the part of the materialistic person is very good because that is the way that fall down. They are diminished by the depth of the fit of the great personality. Hare Krishna.
motherSati is saying that it is not surprising that the materialists claiming that the gross body, the soul, Kunapatma Vadishu, they consider the gross body to be the self. Such kind of people constantly criticize the devotees with envy, and eventually they become deprived of their powers by the dust from the lotus feet of such great devotees. The glory of that criticism is that it gives its results without fail. A person who considers the body to be the self will always criticize the devotees, but the devotees may forgive, but the dust will not forgive. This is what persons like you deserve. It is not surprising that criticism of great devotees always takes place in materialists like you, who claim the body to be the self. Punapatma Vadishu. There is a verse in 10th canto, I think Lord Brahma speaks about it. Yasyasma buddhi punapeti dhatuke swadi kalatradishu bhauma ijadi. So they say that Yasya Atma Buddhi Kunape Tridatuke. This material body made up of three things. Kapavata Pitta is the self. Yes, Tirtha Buddhi Salalena Karajit. Those who consider some water pond is the holy Tirtha. Or Bhauma Ijjati. Those who consider the place of birth is the place of worship. And Swadi Kalatradishu, one's wife and children are one's wealth, or one's own attainment, nothing more than that. Such kind of people are not better than Sayeva Gokara. They are not better than Go and Kara. Yes. Those are only interested in material enjoyment. They are criticized in this verse. They are called as Kunapatma Vadishu. Those persons' power become lost by the dust from the devotees' feet. Though the devotees tolerate criticism of themselves, but the dust of their feet does not tolerate it and destroys their powers. Glorious aspect of criticizing devotees is that it bestows appropriate results. They will get the results without fail. That is the glorious nature of the dust of the devotees. Or the offense they make. When somebody offends a devotee, the offense makes sure they will get the appropriate results. The devotees may forgive, but the offense does not forgive. So like that. Always criticize. It's now quite natural, especially in South India, especially for devotees kind of people. They say that इतना करने का जरूरत नहीं. भक्ति चले हफ्ते में एक बार, साल में एक बार तिरुपति जाके आने का, बस इतना ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं. दिस इज लाइक मैडनेस. हम भी भक्ति करते हैं, हम भी माला वाला पहनते हैं, हम भी ये पूजा करते हैं और मंदिर जाते हैं, यज्ञ करते हैं, वो करते हैं, कुछ करते हैं. इतना ज्यादा दिखावा करने का जरूरत नहीं. Like that they criticize devotees. It is quite natural. They consider what they are doing is the best. What can be done? That is the way people are born brought up in this world. So in that way. We are so inauspicious as you hate all the auspicious Lord Shiva. Previously, Daksha told, my father told me to give my daughter to a highly inauspicious person. His auspicious only in name. There is no auspicious because He lives in crematorium, wears the garlands made up of the skulls and garments made up of the deer skin, smears all over the body, ashes of the dead bodies, etc. etc. So you are inauspicious, not he, not my husband. Like that she is telling. Yat vyaksharam nama gireritam runam sakrat sakrat prasangad agamasu hantitat pavitra kirtim tamalangya shasanam bhavanaho dveshti shivam shivetara. Hmm. She's telling, you criticized my husband as inauspicious. No, you are actually inauspicious. You, so inauspicious, hate Shiva, whose order cannot be avoided. Alangya Shasanam. No one can say no to what Lord Shiva says. Whose fame is pure. Alangya Kirtim. And whose name consisting of two syllables. Yadvi Aksharam Nama Shiva. Chanted even once. Sakrit Kireritam. Even inattentively destroys all men's sins immediately. Ranam agam asu hantitat. So like that. That is the glory of Lord Shiva. What to speak of him? His name itself is so powerful that it will destroy the sins of a person who chants even once, even inattentively. And you are calling him as inauspicious? You are inauspicious. You don't understand. Yeah, in one sense, there is no difference between Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu himself expands as Lord Shiva for the purpose of carrying out all the material creation and all these activities. That's why we don't consider Shiva to be Jiva Tattva. Shiva is as good as Vishnu Tattva. But Lord Vishnu, since he's supposed to be beyond three modes, in order to look after the activities in three modes, he expands as the Lord Shiva, who associates very closely with three modes. So, in one sense, both of them are not different from each other. So, so among the great devotees, there is no one equal to Lord Shiva. See the explanation. Among the great devotees, there is no one equal to Lord Shiva. Vaishnavanam Yatashan is best among all the devotees. His name of two syllables, Shiva, just by being chanted, not even meditation, and only once, not many times, and only inattentively, not even attentively, destroys all one's sin. Pavitra Kirtim describes Lord Shiva's sweet qualities, and Alanga Shasanam describes his powers. Lord Shiva's sweetness and powers are described in this verse. Shivetara means inauspicious. Shiva is not inauspicious, but Shivetara are inauspicious. Other than those people who never chant the name of Shiva are inauspicious. So like that. The previous verse describes Shiva, Lord Shiva's ability to destroy the sin. The current verse describes his ability to give liberation. Lord, if somebody takes shelter of Lord Shiva even can award Sai Chukti. We have offended the friend of the universe. Now in this verse you should say that you have not offended just ordinary person called Shiva. You offended the friend of the entire universe, the beneficiary of the entire universe, the soul of the entire universe, who can award even liberation to the surrendered soul. So like that she is going to say. Yat pada padmam mahatam manolibir
यत्पादपद्मन् महतां मनोलिभिर्
निवेशितं ब्रह्मरसासवार्तिभिः
निवेशितं ब्रह्मरसास्वर् Vartibhi.
Lokasya yasvarshati chashishortinas.
Lokasya yadvarsati chasishashir arthinas.
Tasmai bhavandruyati vishwabandhave.
Tasmai bhavandruyati vishwabandhave. You are envious of Lord Shiva, who is the friend of all living entities within the three worlds. For the common man, he fulfills all desires, and because of their engagement in thinking of his lotus feet, he also blesses higher personalities who are seeking after Brahmanda, transcendental bliss. Hare Krishna.
Ah. Here, Mother Sati is talking about the glorious position of Lord Shiva. You have offended the friend of the universe. Tasmai Bhavan Druhyati Vishwabandhave. Lord Shiva is the friend of the entire universe. That's why whoever goes to Lord Shiva, they get their desires fulfilled immediately. People, in order to get material blessings, they go to Lord Shiva. But when devotees are trying to please Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva personally comes to those devotees and helps them how to please Lord Vishnu. He is the friend of everyone, especially the great friend of devotees. 2 days back, last week, we were discussing about 24th chapter Rudra Gita from 4th canto only in Chambur program. So we were seeing that how Lord Shiva comes on his own to help the 10 Prajatas because they are going to worship Lord Shiva, this is the Lord Vishnu. He comes and tells how to worship Lord Vishnu in a quick, easy way by chanting this Rudra Gita mantra. So they did. They attained the blessings of Lord Vishnu in no time. So Lord Shiva says, just like I love Vasudeva, I also love the devotees of Vasudeva. That is the kind of affection Lord Shiva has for the devotees of Lord Vasudeva. That's why he's called as Vishwabandhave. Even for others, he is eager to give blessings, whoever comes to him. That's why he's also called as Ashutosh. He is easily pleased. So like that. You offended the friend of the universe, whose lotus feet are worshipped by the bee-like minds of great souls. Mahatam Mano Alibir. Those whose minds are like the Ali, like bee, matlab, bee always looks for honey. Same way, the people who look for liberation, they always worship Lord Shiva, whose desire the honey of Brahman bliss. Here the nectar is Brahman bliss, Brahmananda, matlab liberation. And who also fulfills all desires of people desiring material gain. Lord Shiva not only awards Brahmananda to those who are like honeybee, even for others who seek material blessings, Lord Shiva also fulfills their blessings. That's why he is Vishwabandhave, he is the friend of everyone. Brahma Rasa means the bliss of Brahman, which is honey, Asava. Those who desire the honey of liberation and Brahman worship Lord Shiva. And he also awards material benedictions for those who desire material benedictions. So in one sense, here Lord Shiva awarding Brahmananda means when we treat Lord Shiva as one of the four Sampradaya Acharyas, so in that context, if we approach Lord Shiva can award liberation, bhakti and liberation. Just like when we approach Srila Prabhupada can award us Shuddha Bhakti by which we can go back home back to Godhead. Same way if we approach Lord Shiva will enable such followers to attain the desired liberation. So, as a great devotee of the Supreme Lord. So, in that way. Sati then criticizes Daksha's previous statement, which he said in the 14th and 15th verses, saying that Daksha criticized Shiva's name as actually being inauspicious and his conduct is very bad. She further continues, no, Shiva's holy name is so powerful, Shiva's holy name is so auspicious, Shiva himself is so auspicious that he fulfilled the desires of the materialist and he fulfilled the desires of the spiritualist. And Shiva continues, does anyone other than you, including Lord Brahma, consider Lord Shiva inauspicious? You said Lord Shiva is so inauspicious. You show me any other person who will say Shiva is inauspicious. Lord Brahma worships him. And all the devatas worship the foot water of Shiva and worship the Nirmalya of Lord Shiva. And you are criticizing Lord Shiva, what kind of a person are you? Like that she is telling the next verse. She says, Kim va shivakyam ashivam na vidustvadanye brahmadayastamavakirya jata samasa smashane. Tanmalyabhashman nrukapali avasat pishasher. Yamurdabir dadati tacharana charanavasrishtam. So in this verse, Sati is speaking to anyone other than you, people such as Brahma and others. No, a Shiva who is inauspicious. Is there any such a Shiva who is inauspicious and who has scattered hair, lives in the crematorium along with the ghosts, wears the discarded garlands, ashes, human skulls for decorations and all? Instead, personalities like as Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, and Brahma carry on their heads the water used to wash his feet. Apparently, you may see Shiva doing all these things, but that Shiva who is doing all these things is worshipped by all the devatas, including Brahma. They put on their head the foot water and Nirmala garlands worn by this personality. How can such a personality become a Shiva? So, like that, she is telling. Do others such as Brahma know that person called Shiva who is inauspicious, whose matted locks are scattered, who lives in a crematorium and is discolored, decorated with the garlands and ashes from that place of and human skulls? No, if it were so, then they would not be his servants. They hold on their heads his garlands and water remnants flowing from his feet. It's like that. So she properly analyzing and countering each and every statement spoke by Daksha. So like that. Are devotees online following? Any questions till now?
No, Prabhuji.
No
Yes,
problem.
yes, Prabhuji.
We are following. No question, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. Desiring the good people, describing the good people. Daksha says, immediately Daksha gets up. You told there are 8 category of people. Good people, they only see good, even though a person has unlimited bad, but they only see good which is not there and glorify that good. Assume that I am a bad person and you are a good person. So how you should behave? If you are a good person, I am a bad person. You should only see good in me. You should not see bad and criticize that bad. Because good people does not see bad in any bad people. They only see good. Even if there is no good, they see good. You only told just now, and you are criticizing me that I am a bad person. So what kind of cheating mentality you have? Like that, Daksha is questioning Sati. Describing the good people, you have forbidden seeing faults in others. Good people does not see faults in others. But you criticize me, who is a Brahmana. He says, you may think I'm a bad person, but I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person. How? I'm a Brahmana, worshipped by the whole world as a progenitor, best of all Prajapatis, and your father as well. And I'm not a different person. Your father, I'm your father. You are Asadutara, not seeing any of my good qualities. Daksa is telling Sati, when I have hundreds of good qualities, you are not even seeing one good quality and you are criticizing me. You are Asadutara. You are boasting as if Ati Mahatma, but you are actually Ati Asadutara. Where there are no bad qualities in me, you are seeing those bad qualities. Then Sati replies, oh, my dear father is like that. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Compensation for hearing the blasphemy of great souls. Now she will reply. Karnau pidaya nirayadyadakalpaishe.
Karno pidaya nirayatyat akalpaise.
Dharma vitari arunribir asya mane.
Dharma vitari asunirvir asyamane.
Chindyat prasaya prushatim asatim prabuschet.
Chindyat prasaya rasitim asatim prabhusije.
Jivamasho tato visrujesa dharma.
Jivam asunapi tato visrajesa dharma. Translation. Sati continued, if one hears an irresponsible person blaspheme the master and the controller of religion, one should block his ears and go away if unable to punish him. But if one is able to kill, then one should by force cut out the blasphemer's tongue and kill the offender. And after that, one should give up his own life.
So she tells what one should do based on one's position, one's situation, what all one should do. All those things now she is telling. If one hears an irresponsible person blaspheme the master, when a materialistic person criticizing a devotee or the Supreme Lord, who is that? He is the master and controller of religion. Okay. Dharma avitari. So those who people follow dharma and also protect dharma, such kind of people are criticized by somebody. One should block his ears and go away if unable to punish him. If one can punish such a person, should punish. Otherwise, close the ears, go away from there. But if one is able to kill, then one should by force cut out the blasphemer's tongue and kill the offender. And after that, one should give up one's own life. Because that fellow spoke offenses, he should be killed. Because you have heard offenses, you should also be killed. So that both of you are saved from the unlimited punishment in the hell. Hearing offenses of another devotee is also a great offense. Speaking is also a great offense and hearing is also a great offense. Sati answers by saying, what to speak of just criticizing you? I have committed great offense to Lord Shiva because I should have killed you who offend Lord Shiva. Last time when you offended Lord Shiva, I was also there. I could not do anything. I could have done many things, but I have not done anything. Because I have not done anything, I am also party to that offense. Even now also you are offending Lord Shiva. I am, if I don't do anything, I am also party to this offense also. Since somehow I did not do anything last time, this time I should do something. What one should do? What are the different things that one should do when some offense is going on? When the protector of religion, a great soul, the master, is insulted by uncontrollable people, there are three options. First option is blocking the ears, one should go away if it is not possible to kill that offender, if one cannot do, one cannot harm or one cannot criticize, one cannot kill that offender, one should go away by blocking one's ear, not hearing offense of the Lord or devotee. Or then one should kill oneself. If you cannot kill that person, kill yourself because you have heard the offense for your safety. If possible, one should forcefully cut the tongue of the criticizer who speaks inauspiciously. If you can, punish him by cutting out his tongue so that he will not speak such kind of offense in the future. One should then give up one's own life as atonement from hearing and criticizing. Hearing the criticism. So these are the different things one should do. Or another meaning is having his tongue cut off. The criticizer should give up his own life. This is dharma. if the person who is criticizing is a dharmatma, he should cut off his own tongue and die, kill himself, so that he can save himself from the results of the offense. Because one destroys the criticizer's unlimited pains in hell, there is no sin in killing him. That is the method. If somebody may say, hey, how can we kill a person? Even though we may be doing a sin, but if by killing him, we will be tempted to sin. Says that no. By killing that person, you are saving him and you are saving yourself. A king awards punishment, not out of his cruel mentality. A king awards punishment so that this person will not go through hellish punishment. If a person gets punishment now, it may be one time. If that person goes to hell, he will get 10 times punishment. Because there is a time gap. The punishment which is awarded later on, it comes with double force, along with the interest. So for the good of the person, the king compassion upon the sinful person is to give punishment immediately. So that way. Now there are three options, but who should do what? Because the Kshatriya is qualified for punishing, he should cut the tongue of the offender. Kshatriya should do the third one. Among the other three varnas who are not qualified to punish the criticizer, the Vaishya and Shudra should punish themselves by giving up their life. Because Vaishya and Shudra cannot punish a person. They don't have that authority. They should console the subject matter. They should actually try to stop that person by request. If otherwise, if they have heard offenses, they should kill themselves and end their life for their own safety. Because it is not proper for the Brahmana to give up his life, he should block his ears, remembering Lord Vishnu, and go away. Brahmana, when he sees there is offense, criticism going upon Lord Vishnu or Lord Vishnu's devotees, they should try to stop by proper shastric injunctions. If they cannot do, they should close their ears and leave that place. They should not stay anymore. Like some of the Brahmanas left this assembly. And if somebody is Vaishyas and Shudras, they should not hear. If at all they have heard, it is good that they should give up their life. Otherwise, they should also get away from that place before that offenses are getting started. If somebody is a Kshatriya in the assembly, they should immediately award punishment to that person so that that person will be saved from going to hell. So like that, these three people can respond. That is the injunction of Shastra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, here is a question. Yes. Can I ask?
Yes, Mother.
Prabhuji, my Prabhuji, whenever like he sees everything very minutely, and then he will tell sometime this, sometime that. And we are like as such we are Vaishyas. Even I'm though Brahman initiated, but what to do every time, and I can't go away because of Grahastha life. What to do? He always tell here and there. He will tell so many things about Vaishnavas. So what to do?
See, what we are reading here, these are all the general principles of Dharma, but in Kali Yuga, we may not be able to do as it is. The best thing is avoid such conversations. You can request your husband, no, better let us not talk about all these things. Yes, even though they are practicing bhakti, but everyone is a human being. Human being has a tendency to commit mistakes. Even a tendency to cheat others also. Even though one may be a devotee, devotee also cheats others.
Yes, I tell Prabhuji, and so he was telling me to go to
So
Vrindavan, but
it
yes,
is for our good. We need to overlook those things.
okay,
If we find
yes,
faults, it is only bad for us. We develop critical mentality, and we end up seeing faults in even in sannyasis also. That is not good for us. So better to overlook. It's okay. What can be done? Ultimately, we are in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, we cannot expect every person is a pure person. Even though we may be devotees, we are trying to become devotees. We are not become devotees. When a person becomes devotee, they will stay away from all the bad tendencies. And we are trying to become devotees. So our old habits will not go just like that away. It will take a lot of time. So we need to be considerate, and just like even if our children, if they make mistake because our children, we may punish them. But at the same time, we don't give them up. Even though our children also, if they make mistakes, also we tell them not to do like that once again, and we move on. So like that, we should be considerate, even if some devotee does something inappropriate, and then we should move on. We should not
yes.
unnecessarily carry it and lag it and further and unnecessarily criticize. It is not for our good.
So Prabhuji, all these things I tell him, and in the mind I am so fearful because daily I have to hear, and I tell every time, Prabhuji, please don't do this. I don't want to hear, but still he will tell, and so I feel I am also doing aparadh because Haridas Thakur Namacharya, he told I am getting this punishment because I heard about like Nam. I got heard bad things, so I am getting this punishment. So I feel what to do. Even though I chose Mayapur to stay, so at least Adare Dham, some offenses will not be counted, but
No, no.
still I have to listen. This
No,
is my position.
even you also, you
Mm,
don't kindly do not argue with Prabhuji, just pray.
mm,
So we say that no, no, please, we have other things, and please forget. Don't worry, it's okay. Let's forget like that. We should say. Don't say
mm,
that. Don't speak all these things to me like that. Again, he may feel bad, and it may lead to heated conversation. So
mm.
because something is
Yes,
happening with somebody, and that should not create a conflict among both of you. So just
yes,
ignore.
Prabhu.
Request him to ignore. It's okay. What can be done? Ultimately, everyone has their own lower tendencies.
Yes,
So
Prabhuji. Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Only
mother.
in your class and you're stressing so much ki we are not yet devotees, we are aspiring to be devotees. This
Ah,
should be this should be oft repeated, and we should for ourselves also we should uh, feel that, because here because so many bad experiences with so what to say, so-called devotees, I don't know what to say.
see,
Actually we have so much expectation, devotee hai to help karenge या कुछ करेंगे, उल्टा बहुत ही नुकसान होता है. Sometimes
um,
I feel so, I don't feel like associating also. What to do? I will do my practice, I will do my reading, I'll do my chanting, and here online एसोसिएशन फिर नहीं अच्छा लगता है. उसका क्या सॉल्यूशन है?
see, just like we are not happy with some of the lower tendencies of others, others are also not happy with the lower tendencies of ours. Not that we may think
Yes,
that
yes,
I am
yes.
completely good, but others will see faults in others. We may fail to see faults in others.
Correct,
Ours. So
correct,
in that
correct.
way, everyone has the same problem. I have whatever problem I have, others also have problem. But for our own
Yes,
good, we need to be with each other. Then only we can help each other. See, for example, in a stone mill, all the stones are put in a crusher, in a grinder kind of things. When the stones are hitting with each other, there is a conflict among them. But when everything is done, every stone becomes a pearl. Every stone becomes a diamond, finally. But in the process, they are hitting each other, they are producing huge sounds, and they are troubling each other, they are scratching each other, they are doing so many things with each other. Yeah, that should not go in a way like criticizing each other. That will happen. So it is the nature of the world. What can be done? Then only we can all become the refined Vaishnavas. That is always there. We have to go through, we cannot give up.
Hmm. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Uh, uh, uh. It will be there everywhere, even GB's level also it is there. Yeah, this is my opinion, this is the correct opinion, you should follow this, you should listen to me. Why you don't listen to me? So this is there even at the level of GBC also, don't expect. Ah. So anything, especially the blacksmith, if you go, if you want to convert iron into a usable thing, you have to hit. Without hitting, it cannot become a usable thing. Even if you go to carving person, he has to hit the stone, hitting, it becomes a deity. If you don't hit, if you simply say that I chant a mantra and I will become deity, no, it will not happen. Of course, chanting mantra will do its own thing, but at the same time, we need to be hitted by the carver. Both will go on. So it is the nature of the world. We should be, if we want to become pure devotee, we should be ready to take all the hittings. So that is true. Cannot avoid. So sometimes it may appears we have to stay away from all such kind of devotees. Unnecessarily, why I am committing offenses against them, I am criticizing and they are criticizing me, I should stay away. Yes, it may be good for a few days, but not throughout the life. When somebody is really very angry with us unnecessarily and all, it is good for ourselves or for them also to stay away for some them for few days. But time heals everyone. In due course of time, they will also forget. And then we should continue associating with them. So we should not keep it for lifelong. So at least for them, the subject when the things are not good, we can keep some safe distance. But in due course of time, again, we should revive the relationship. So it should be like that. So like that. Having all powers and all abilities, I can destroy you. motherSati is telling, I can destroy you myself and the whole universe. However, people will say that Lord Shiva killed Daksha through his wife. At once, Daksha scolded Shiva, and Shiva took his revenge by sending his wife to destroy his father. What is this? People criticize my husband. In fear of destroying Lord Shiva's fame, I will not kill you. I will perform atonement for myself. O sinful one, see this with your own eyes. Then she speaks these words. I have also been party to the offense of Lord Shiva. I will not kill you, but instead I will go through atonement. So like that she is saying. Therefore, I could not maintain this body created by you. She will speak about it. Okay. Other devotees have any questions till now?
No, Prabhuji.
Oh.
अतस्तवोत्पन्नमिदं कलेवरम् न धारयिष्ये सितिकन्त गर्हिणा जगदस्य मोहाद्दि विशुद्धिमन्दसो जुगुप्सितस्योदरणं प्रचक्षते. Now Sati says that, therefore I shall not maintain this body anymore because it is produced by you who have criticized Lord Shiva. Because you criticize Lord Shiva, because I am related to you, I being a daughter, Dharma says one who criticizes the Lord does not deserve to be living. Either they should be killed by a Kshatriya or they should kill themselves. Since I am your daughter, I am also party to your offense. I am not supposed to live anymore. I will kill myself. I am supposed to kill you because you criticize Lord Shiva, but I don't want to kill you. If I kill you, the entire world will blame Lord Shiva. That Lord Shiva killed Daksha through Daksha's daughter, through his wife. What kind of person is he? He does not even the power to do himself. People will criticize my husband. I don't want that. It is said that the purification for eating poisonous food by mistake is to vomit it. If unknowingly somebody consumes poison, they should vomit it. Then they will be saved. Otherwise, it is not. Somehow or other, I have accepted the body given by you. It is like the poisonous food. For my own good, I should vomit it. That means I should give it up. Like that she is telling. This impure body, inattentively obtained from you, can be purified only by giving it up. Purification of horrible food that has been eaten is vomiting. I will give up my body, but those ignorant of scriptures will blame it on Lord Shiva, though he is faultless. Daksha previously said, I have given my daughter to a person who does not perform rituals and is impure and is proud and violates the rules of conduct. motherSati replies to that statement in this verse. So previous statement is that since you criticize the Supreme Lord, you are not supposed to be living anymore for your own good. Since I am your daughter, I did not say I did not do anything then. If I continue to stay like this, I will deserve the greatest severe punishment as a result of my offense. Instead of that, I will avoid myself to avoid hellish punishment. And now she is going to respond to another remark made by Daksha. Daksha told, what kind of person is he? See, I am a great aristocratic Brahmana. I am performing all the rituals continuously, one again, continuously. I am doing all these rituals. He, by being my son-in-law, should also perform. He's a grasta, my grandson. He should also perform all the rituals, but he's not doing anything. Instead, he's staying in the smashana and living with the bhuta, preta, pishashas and all the dead bodies and all. What kind of insane person is he? What kind of irreligious person is he? When the religious talk came in the discussion, now Sati will tell us. Do you understand what proper dharma is? How to execute proper dharma? She will tell that. Navedavada nanuvartate mati.
न वेदवादाननुवर्तते मतिः
Swayeva loke ramato mahamune.
स्व एव लोके रमतो महामुनेः
Yata gatirdeva manushyayo prutak.
यथा गतिर्देव मनुष्ययो पृथक्
Swayeva dharmena param kshipe sthitak.
स्व एव धर्मेण परं क्षिपे स्थितः. It is better to execute one's own occupational duty than to criticize others. Elevated transcendentalists may sometimes forego the rules and regulations of the Vedas since they do not need to follow them, just as the demigods travel in space whereas ordinary men travel on the surface of the earth. Hare Krishna.
Navedavadan anuvartate mati. Swayeva loke ramato mahamune. Now, there are two categories of sadhakas. One category of sadhakas are grastas, householders. They have to practice their dharma in a particular way. The second category of people are renounced. The sannyasis, vanaprasthas. Their rules of practice are different. Now, Daksha will ask, but your husband is a grasta, but really behaving like a renunciate. What kind of dharma is following? Then Sati will say that my husband is neither grasta, nor vanaprastha, nor sannyasi. He is beyond all of them. He is beyond all the rules and beyond the varnashram system. He don't have to follow what you are following. You are part of varnashrama. You are part of grahastha ashram. You have to follow grahastha dharma by performing yajna and all. My husband is beyond 4 varnas, 4 ashramas. He don't have to follow the rules and regulations which are meant for varnashrama dharma. Like we talk about Goswamis. Goswamis, Naham Vipro Nachanarpatir Napi Vaishyo na Shudro. Naham Varni na Kulapatir. Na Vanasto Yatirva. They are neither Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Nar. Brahmachari, Grasta, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi. What is their dharma? Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayur Dasa Dasanu Dasa. That is their dharma. They are simply following the footsteps of the gopis of the Vrindavan. They don't have to follow all these varnashrama duties. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgranta Api Gurukrame. Nirgranta means they don't have to follow all the rules and regulations which are meant for the Brahmachari, Grasta, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. They are beyond all those things. They are already Atma Ramas. Atma Ramas are not conditioned souls. You can't understand this. That is your problem. Like that, Sati is criticizing Daksha. They are Nitya In one sense, Lord Shiva is like Lord Vishnu only. Why does he have to follow all the worldly duties? You don't have to follow any worldly duties. From now on to the next to all verses, she talks about the transcendental position of Lord Shiva. The mind of great sage, the mind of the great sage enjoying in the self, Atma Rama, does not follow the rules of scripture. They don't have to follow. Atma Ramasya Punayo Nirganta Api Gurukrame. Nirganta, they are beyond the rules and regulations of the Vedas. They don't have to follow the scriptural rules. Beyond they are situated, since they are situated beyond the rules, just at the path of the devatas is different from humans. What rules applicable to humans does not applicable to devatas. Then what to speak of the rishis? Then what to speak of the Atma Ramas? Then what to speak of the Supreme Lord? And you are bringing him to your level and expecting him to do everything you are doing. You don't understand what is his position. Therefore, situated in one's own dharma, one should not criticize the dharma of others. That is not the rule. That is the rule. Your dharma is different, his dharma is different. You are in grahastha ashram, your dharma is different. He is not even in vanaprastha or sannyasi ashram. He is in a transcendental dharma, transcendental ashram. His dharma is entirely different. Since you cannot understand, you cannot criticize him. That he is not following like me. You cannot say like that. The mind of the great sage enjoying in the self, that is Atma Rama, does not concentrate on the rules and regulations of sins. He is not qualified for those rules which are meant for the grahastha ashram. It is said in the 10th canto, 33rd chapter, when Parishit Maharaj asked the question, my dear master, how to understand this? Krishna, who is the Lord, who is supposed to establish the proper bona fide conduct for the people to follow, how can he dance with the other man's wife? How people will consider this? How people will criticize Lord Krishna in future? In order to answer that, Sukadeva Goswami speaks these verses. My dear Lord, when these great persons who are free from false ego act piously in this world, they have no selfish motives to fulfill. And even when they act in apparent contradiction to the laws of piety, they are not too subject to sinful reactions. When a great person does something, it need not to follow the worldly custom because they are not it. But that doesn't mean that they can do whatever. They are not like that. They will not do. But even if something happens sometime, that will have a greater purpose. You should not see that with a lens of the microscope. Something like that. Then it said that Yat pada pankaja paraga nisheva dripta yoga prabhava vibudha kila karma bandha swairam charanti munayopi na nayamanas tasse chayata purusha tatte chayasa vapusa kutayeva bandha. Here Sukadeva Goswami says, material activities never entangle the devotees of Supreme Lord, who are fully satisfied by serving the dust of his lotus feet. nor do material activities entangle those intelligent sages who have freed themselves from the bondage of all fruitive reactions by the power of yoga. So how could there be any question of bondage for the Supreme Lord himself, who assumes his transcendental forms according to his own self-will, sweet will? Even the great sages, the devatas are not at fault when they do all these apparent mistakes in comparison to Puloka residents, Bhartava's residents. Then what to speak of the Supreme Lord? So don't compare them with our standard. That is a big great mistake that we do. So in that way, the paths of the conditioned and liberated persons are different. Just as the path of the devatas and the men are different. We have to follow stringent rules and regulations. Devatas don't have to follow. Then what to speak of the Supreme Lord and Lord Shiva? Therefore, situated in one's own dharma, one should not criticize others' path. This is the rule. One may say, Shiva should not follow the path of enjoyment, pravritti marga. Let him follow the path of renunciation, nivritti marga. So if you say that, if Shiva don't have to follow household dharma, then he should take sannyas. If he should follow sannyas dharma, then what is he doing? Why he married my daughter? He should not have married. If you are married, if you are a householder, you should behave like a householder. This is the conduct of a householder. For Daksha, he only knows that householder means you should perform yajna and if you should perform household duties and you should construct homes, construct bungalow, all these things they should do. But Sati will respond. Oh, my dear sir, wait. Beyond householder and renunciate, there is a transcendentalist also. You don't have to all these things. Karma pravrittam cha nivrittam apivritam. Vede vivicho bayalingam ashritam. Viroditatyuga padaika kartare. Dvayam tata brahmani karma narchati. The people who follow Vedic culture can be divided into two categories. Some who follow Pravritti Marga, some who follow Nivritti Marga. Those who follow Pravritti Marga are known as Sakama Karmis. They perform all the Vedas, Vedic yajnas, charities and austerities, etc. for the purpose of going to heaven or for the purpose of getting more and more wealth here, more and more opulences here. Pravritti means with the desire to get something in return. So they are also following Vedic literature. So no problem. That is one way of living. Daksha as Daksha is living. There is a Nivritti. Huh? Karmis, fruity workers. And there are the Nivritti Margis. Nivritti Margis are those who want to attain liberation. As a householder, one practices Nishkama Karma Yoga. Karmanya Vadigarasya Ma Phaleshu Kadachana Ma Karmafil Heturbur Mate Sangosva Karmani. Like that. They perform all the household activities as a matter of duty for the purification of their own heart. And they don't want to enjoy the fruit, the results of their activities. So like that, that's kind of people. After executing all the gross duties, at one point of time, they attain sufficient amount of renunciation, they take to Vanaprastha or Sannyasa. Then they practice Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga for the purpose of getting liberation. Sahajya. This is second marga. Now, where your husband fits in, is he Pravritta or Nivritta? Which category belongs to? This world only has two categories of people, Pravrittas and Nivrittas. Where is your husband fit in? Sati says, my husband is neither Pravritti Margi or Nivritti Margi. He is beyond those two. Describing that both the path of enjoyment and path of renunciation are valid. Both are required. Pravritti marga is required, nivritti marga also required in this world. People are there for both. Since they are prescribed in the Vedas according to the qualification. According to qualification, the Vedas tell that you are qualified to practice pravritti, you are qualified to practice nivritti. No problem. But one should perform
Hare Krishna,
only.
Prabhuji.
One second, let me complete, then we'll take questions. But one should perform only one among them, not both the activities. If a person is qualified for pravritti, follow pravritti marga. If a person is qualified for nivritti, follow nivritti marga. You cannot imitate like a nivritti margi and enjoy inside behave like a pravritti marga. It is a contradiction. It should not be like that. Be a genuine person, a follower of one of the two dharmas. Don't be here and there. One should perform only one among them, not both actions, for it is contradictory. But both the person fixed in Brahman and Shiva perform neither of them. But for a person like Lord Shiva, who is already fixed in Brahmananda, who is already transcendentalist, they don't have to follow all these worldly duties. They don't have to follow Pravritti Marga nor Nivritti Marga. So like that, Sati reconciles the subject matter. So you are thinking that my husband is a married person, so he's supposed to do yajnas and all pravritti marga. Or if you think that my husband is living in the crematorium, he is renounced, he does not want to possess any official, the material possessions, then should have taken sannyas. Why is he married? Then he said that, oh, he is neither belong to pravritti nor belongs to nivritti. Instead, he belongs to transcendentalist. He is a bhakta, he is a bhakti category. So like that. He is married, but he is completely renounced. Both are reconciled in the bhakti. So like that. Yeah, yes, Mataji, tell me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandvat Pranam. Prabhuji, means Nivrati is like renounced and Pravrti is like to enjoy everything, like that?
No.
If you can elaborate.
Pravritti means sakama karmi, which is done by the householders. Karma kandis. Sakama karmi are those who want to get something in return by what they do. By all the in the past, people used to perform so many rituals to fulfill their desires. In today's context, people are going to big colleges and universities studying very nicely so that they can get good job, good pay package to get something in return. So in the past, people used to get the returns from devatas. Currently, people are trying to get returns from the modern system itself. They study nicely and they want to get returns in the form of nice job, nice salary, nice wife, nice family, nice bungalow, nice car, all these things. In the past, they used to get all these things by performing Vedic rituals. The best example is Satrajit. Satrajit used to worship Lord Shiva, Lord Surya. Lord Surya gave him Shamantak money. As a result of that, every day Satrajit would get 200 pounds of gold. Ultimately, we want wealth. We want money. We are getting in the form of a digit in the bank account. And Satrajit used it in the form of gold. Same thing is happening. So they followed the Vedic culture that was prominent at the time. And nowadays, people are following the modern culture which is prominent around us. What is the modern culture? Go to school. What is that called? Business school. And corporate college. International business school. Corporate colleges. So that you will get good marks, good ranks, good admissions, and eventually good salary, good job. So we are getting it. Without worshipping devatas also, we are getting. We are, instead of worshipping devatas, we are worshipping corporate schools, corporate colleges, and corporate leaders, etc., etc. So that is also pravritti marga. Nivritti marga means those who are desiring to go back home, back to Godhead. Technically, nivritti marga is those who are following Nishkama Karma Yoga, the Grasta, and after taking to Vanaprastha or Sannyasa, who are following Jnana and Ashtanga Yoga. They are actually called as Nivritti Margas. Nivritti Margis. So like that. So in that
So,
Nivritti
Prabhuji,
Margi, we can also include our devotees. Even devotees are also part of Nivritti Margis. They are also trying to go back home, back to Godhead. That's why They are also Nivritti Margis. So like that.
Hmm. This I wanted to know because earlier we were like Sakam Karmi only, and now we are after coming in Krishna consciousness, we are trying to follow Vedi Bhakti. So what our position will be?
So from that point of view, we are Nivritti Margis, but we are not just aspiring Sayajya Mukti, but we are aspiring to go back to God and serve the Lord for the rest of eternity. So like that.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Correct.
And I'm not getting the raising hand that thing, so I'm not raising. I'm not able to raise hand and like keep it. I don't know.
No problem, no problem. Even if somebody raises hand, I can't see. You better unmute and speak.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Lord Shiva should not follow the path of enjoyment. Let him follow the path of renunciation. Why he married? If you want to stay in Smashan, he should not have married. He should take sannyas danda and live in Smashan. Okay, who will say no to it? One should accept that the path of enjoyment, such as fire sacrifices and the path of renunciation with control of the mind and senses, are both true, since they are prescribed in the Vedas, but have their particular qualification of attachment and detachment. If one is attached, then one is qualified for sacrifice. If one is detached, one is qualified for control of the senses and mind and can take sannyas danda and go to the forest. If one person performs both the actions is contradictory. Hare, your husband married you and living like a renunciate. What is this? Creating utpat. Attachment is contrary to detachment and detachment is contrary to attachment. That cannot be prescribed. Vedas never said you can do both. But a person situated in Brahman, who is already situated in Brahman platform, does not perform either action, neither household action nor sannyas actions, nor renunciation actions. Just as there is no loss in not performing either duty for such a qualified person, there is no fault in the Lord not performing either action. They don't have to follow because they are already transcendently situated. Following Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga are for those who are in three modes. But those who are beyond three modes, they don't have to follow any of these things. What was that verse Lord Krishna speaks to Arjuna? Traigunya Vishya Veda Nisraigunya Bhavarjuna. The Vedas talk about Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga. But one who is beyond three modes don't have to follow Vedic injunctions. You don't understand this. That is your problem. Like that Sati is criticizing. Not criticizing, chastising Daksha. You boast yourself as a well-educated, you can't know this also. So like that. It is my misfortune that I, with the greatest wealth and good conduct, have a daughter who is living in the house of a lowly beggar. Daksha says that, see, I am the topmost wealthiest person in the entire universe, but I have given my daughter to a pauper who does not even have a small hut, not to speak of a bungalow and palace. Since you are the ocean of good qualities and crest jewel of purity, you should not tolerate Shiva's bad behavior. My daughter filled with all the auspicious qualities, and that Shiva does not have any even one auspicious quality. And my daughter hails from a royal opulences, and that fellow is living in a smashan, and my daughter who is full of all auspicious qualities that will live in the smashan. What kind of injustice I have done to my daughter because Brahma said so? Like that, he told last time. Now Sati replies, "Hey, you think you have all the opulences? My husband had the real opulences." The best example is Devahuti. When Kardamamuni took Devahuti to when Swayambhu took Devahuti to Kardama, Swayambhu asked, see, he is ready to marry you, provided you should stay here with him, giving up all the royal opulences. You have been born and brought up in the royal opulences. Devahuti, without a second thought, she said, yes, I want to marry him. That is because she understood the material wealth is not the real wealth. The spiritual wealth is the real wealth. The spiritual wealth is abundantly possessed by Kardama. That's why Devahuti married. So Sati also will tell the same thing. You do not have the treasure that I have. It is achieved by one beyond pride. What treasure you have has no value, but what treasure I have has unlimited value. That she will say now. Ma va padavya pitarasmadastita ya yajnashalasu nadhuma vartmabhi. Tadanna tripte rashu brudbiraidita avyaktalinga avaduta sevita. Now she tells the subject actual thing. Oh Father, hmm, you do not have the treasure that I possess. You think I am living in a poverty condition, but you don't understand what kind of opulence I have. They cannot be, such kind of opulences cannot be obtained by performing sacrifices, by the path of nourishing, by the path of karma. You are continuously performing yajna after yajna in order to become prosperous, but your material prosperity has no value in comparison to the spiritual prosperity I possess by becoming the wife of Lord Shiva. By filling the belly. So you are following karmas by performing yajnas only for the purpose of filling the belly with nice food or by nourishing the pranas, by having comfortable bungalow, comfortable bed, comfortable dining hall, all these things. You might be feeling I'm the most opulent person, I'm the most enjoyable person, I'm living most comfortable life, lavish, luxurious life, if you think. But this is of no use. These invisible powers are available to those who are beyond material enjoyment. The powers my husband possesses are beyond the powers you have. So, like that, she says, oh Father, I have taken shelter of Siddhis, power, renunciation, knowledge, and prema, which give complete happiness. Siddhis, powers, renunciation, vairagya, knowledge, jnana, prema, that is bhakti. These you do not possess. You will not attain these even in millions of births. You not only possess now, you will not even get even after millions of lifetimes. That is your bound condition. Why do you say that? I also have powers, Daksha says. Sati replies, such attainments cannot be attained in the sacrificial arena. What Lord Shiva and I possess, they cannot be attained by executing yajna that you are performing here. They are not praised by filling the belly like a crow or by following the path of karma. These powers, unavailable by these methods, are possessed by Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanatkumara, and Narada and others. So, like that. The powers which my husband possesses are possessed by great personalities like four Kumaras and Narada, etc. But the power that you are talking are only appreciated by those people who are after filling belly, not after the renunciates. The true renunciates will appreciate the power possessed by my husband. You cannot ever appreciate, even millions after millions of lifetimes. Having criticized her father like this, now Sati criticizes her own body. My body is useless because it has come from person who offends Lord Shiva. Previously she told, now also she is telling once again. Naitena dehena hare krutagaso देहोद्भवेनालमलं कुजन्मना व्रीडा ममाभूत् कुजना प्रसङ्गतस् तज्जन्मदीयो महतामवद्यकृत्. My low-born body is completely useless since it comes from the body of a person who offends Lord Shiva. I have been humiliated by bad association. This birth which has offended a devotee is useless. Because you offended Lord Shiva, I being your daughter, I am also condemned. What is the use of my body? It is completely useless. Why? My body came from the body of a person who commits offense to Lord Shiva. This birth, which is an offender of a devotee, is useless. Because my father committed offense, I have also committed offense against Lord Shiva. My birth is useless. My life is useless. I feel depressed when Shiva addresses me as Dakshayani. It is better for me to give up my body. Now she continues. Gotram Twadiyam Bhagavan Vrushadvajo.
स्तोत्रं त्वदीयं भगवान् वृषध्वजो
दाक्षायणीत्याहयदा सुदुर्मना
दाक्षानि नित्या यदा सुदुर्मनः
व्यपेतनर्मा स्मित आशु तदाहम्
व्यपेतनर्मा स्मितम् आशु तदाहम्
व्युस्तर्क एतत् कुनपं त्वदङ्गजम्
व्युत्सर्क्ष एकं कुणपं त्वदङ्गजम्. Translation. Because of our family relationship, when Lord Shiva addresses me as Dakshayani, at once become morose, and my jolliness and my smile at once disappear. I feel very much sorry that my body, which is just like a bag, has been produced by you. I shall therefore give it up. Hare Krishna.
When Lord Shiva mentions my relationship to you by calling me as the daughter of Daksha, oh Dakshayani, I immediately become depressed and lose my charming smile. I shall give up this body born from you, which is like a corpse. She says that if I go back to Kailash, in future, certainly Lord Shiva will call me as Dakshayani. As soon as I hear that, I remember you. I remember your offense. I remember my being your daughter and part of that offense. It is better to hear all those things in the future. Let me give up my body. So like that. When Lord Shiva says in a joking mode, you are the daughter of Daksha, thereby announcing my relation to you and indicating that my nature is envy and hatred. Oh Dakshayani, you are being the daughter of Daksha, you are also like Daksha. It is very intolerable to hear. I become depressed so that my charming smile disappears. Therefore, for certain, I will give up this body, which is almost like a corpse. Now I am already dead because you offended Lord Shiva. My being existing is also of no value. I'm already dead, so better to give up this dead body. So like that she says. Now, in the next section, she will give up her body. So here you see all the responses that motherSati gave to Daksha. Who except you will hate Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is best of sadhus and you are best of asadhus. You are worst of asadhus. Vaishnava's dust will not tolerate the offender. Lord Shiva's name destroys sin. Then what to speak of he? You offended such a Lord Shiva who is sought after by both materialists and transcendentalists. His foot wash is held on the head of Brahma. I won't maintain this body created by you. Self-realized men like Lord Shiva need not follow the rules of the Vedas. Lord Shiva is transcendental to the Pravritti and Nivritti Margas. You just follow your dharma and don't criticize others. I gained only embarrassment by coming here. I can't tolerate my connection with you anymore. So better to give up my body. She made up her mind. Now she will give up her body. That is the rest of the chapter. So any questions till now from devotees, both online and offline?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Sati jo thi, she is the internal energy of the Lord, right?
External energy of the Lord.
But वो कैसे गुस्सा कर सकती है ऐसे? Means she can give her body and everything.
See, giving up her body means not giving up her life. In a sense, giving her herself. She does not want to be identified anymore as the daughter of Daksha hereafter. So she will give up this body and she will become the daughter of Himalaya Parvata Maharaj. So she will be known as Parvati from there. Parvati means one who is born to Parvata. So Himalaya Parvata. So now all of us call her as Parvati.
नहीं,
And
तो
she is
जो
very happy.
कॉन्शियसनेस कैसे डेवलप हुई कि इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ गुस्सा, ये सब वो है ना. बट भगवान हम देखते हैं भगवद गीता के सम्मोहम सर्वभूतेषु, वो सब कि भगवान जो उस स्टेज पे होता है उनको ना गुस्सा आता है ना द्वेष आता है.
No, not like that. See, don't put like that. Even Lord Krishna also becomes angry. Lord Rama also became angry with Ravana and he killed all the Rakshasas. What do you say about that? So Lord is supposed to be Atma Rama, he is Samoham Sarvabhuti, is supposed to be equal to everyone, but he's killing Ravana, Kumbhakarna and all the Rakshasas. So how do we say that? Here Sati can kill Daksha, can do anything, but she does not want to do. By doing that, she creates bad reputation to Lord Shiva. Instead, she's just giving up her body, which is produced from Daksha. Yeah, she considering I'm also part of that offense. I should commit atonement for my offense. So that is what she is establishing a ideal behavior of a devotee. So in that way, it's okay. The future verses will explain what question you are asking. We will see. Maitreya Uvacha Ityadvane Daksha Manudya Shatruhan Chita Udichim Nishasada Shantavak Prushva Jalam Pita Dukula Samvrata Nimilya Drugyoga Patam Samavisha. I will read Prabhuji. Hereafter I will read the questions. Sati Maitreya is saying that, oh Vidura, after speaking to Daksha in the sacrificial arena like this, then she did Achaman, dressed in yellow garments. Sati sat down on the earth, on the bare floor, maybe on the kusha of grass mat, facing north, closing her eyes. She entered the path of yoga. Those who want to give up this world, they walk towards north. The north is symbolism of the path of liberation. So in that way, she sat looking towards north on a kusha grass mat, wearing yellow garments, the fiery garments. So indicating renunciation, like sadhus wear saffron. So then purifying herself, she sat in meditation. Speaking to Daksha, she sat down. O killer of the enemies, Vidura. This indicates that Sati, on the pretext of giving up her body, killed her enemy Daksha. Actually, Sati is supposed to kill Daksha. Instead of killing Daksha, she is killing her connection to Daksha, means she does not want to stay anymore as the daughter of Daksha. That means Daksha's existence she wants to rule out. So in that way. Udichi means facing north. Another version has Udichi in the northern area. In the northern area, the actually she sat and then gave up her body. So in that way. Those who desire to die should dress in cloth dyed with saffron. Desire to die means those who want to give up all the material connection with this material world, they should wear saffron clothes. Saffron clothes indicates detachment or renunciation from this world. But we are wearing saffron, but we have complete attachment to this world. So big problem. Then Sati performs Shashchakra Yoga, brings up the life hairs, and then gives up the body. So like that. Ridva
Hare
Samanao
Krishna Prabhuji.
Anilao Chita. Mataji.
Dandavat pranam. Sorry, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this north direction. So when we do evening Gayatri, then it tells that we should face north. Is that any connection of that or no?
No. Our Gayatri is in relation to Surya. In the morning, we should look toward the direction of sun. In the evening, we should look toward the direction of west. So then what about afternoon? In which direction? So better either east or north are recommended. So if you
somebody
don't know if
told
you are in a
me
place,
evening one we should do to north. Like
no problem.
what?
You can do to west also, you can do to north also. In the morning, you can do in the east also, you can do to north also. North is always recommended. If you remember, you can do in the east in the morning, you can do west in the evening. Otherwise, all 3 times you can do north also, no problem.
Thank you.
North is the direction of going back home, back to Godhead. Anything that you want to do in relation to Lord, you should do looking in the north or east. East is also okay, north is both are okay. Our cooking, our deity worship, our studies, all these things should be done keeping our face towards east or north. That is how Vastu recommends. It's no problem. Dhritva samanau anilao jitasana. Sodanamut uttapya chanabhichakrata. Shanairudistapya diyorasi sthitam. Kanta druvor madhyam aninditanyayat. So here it is said that the proper asana. So with proper asana, sitting on proper asana, maybe Padmasana, pure Sati merged the prana and apana into the samana. There are prana, apana, vayus in the stomach. She merged them into samana and at the navel chakra. Okay. And then navel chakra is known as Swadhisthana chakra, I suppose. And then raised it with the Udana Vayu from the navel chakra to heart chakra. What do you call Harna chakra? Maybe in the next slide I have in the heart with the intelligence. Then raised it to the throat and then slowly led it to the this is Agnya chakra, which is in the forehead. So like that. Slowly from Mooladhara chakra to Agnya chakra, she raised all the pranas. The verse describes the Chakra Yoga method. The two airs, prana, which moves upwards, and the apana, which moves downwards, become one with samana, which moves all over the body at the navel chakra. Raising it with the udana air, one should establish it in the intelligence in the heart and then bring it to the throat and then bring it to the forehead. So these are the 6 chakras. The bottommost one is Mooladhara chakra. Then at heart level, at the Nabi level, it is Swadhisthana chakra. Then it comes to Manipura chakra at abdomen level. At heart level, it is Ahanath chakra. At throat level, it is Vishuddhi chakra. At Brukuti level, it is Agya chakra. Then to bring it to the Sahasranara chakra on the skull. Then piercing it, the yogi comes out of the body, giving up the body. Like that, motherSati also will do here. Kshipta. So these are some details are there. The different stages of Samadhi. Maybe you can read afterwards. We don't have to know all these things so much. These are taken from some other place, some notes are kept. So we'll try to complete this chapter today. Then, raising her pranas from Mooladhara Chakra all the way up to Ajna Chakra, what should you do? Evam Swadeham Mahata Mahiyasa Moho Samaropita Mankamadarat Jihasati Daksharusha Manaswani Dadara Gatreshu Anilagni desiring to give up that body, which Shiva, worshipped by the great souls, put on his lap repeatedly with great respect. Sati, with anger directed to Daksha, with controlled mind, began to meditate on fire and air in her body. So basically, she's telling that, Maitreya is telling that. So after her marriage, Lord Shiva generally keeps her Sati on his lap. Matlab, see, from the point of view, Lord Shiva is like the grown-up person, and Sati was still small kid only, not very much grown up. So, out of affection, he would always keep her on his lap. She was respectfully, very lovingly treated Sati, or Sati's body. But looking at Daksha, because so Lord Shiva liked this body so much, I don't want to give up. But unfortunately, this body is produced from you. And the Lord Shiva may call me, may address me as Dakshayani. I don't want to hear that word anymore. I don't want to have any connection with you. So I will give up this body. Looking at Daksha, she invoked fire and air within herself. So that the fire and fire associated with the air can burn up this body produced by Daksha. Though this body is respected, greatly loved and respected by Lord Shiva. So like that she is telling. Maitreya is telling. Meditating on Shiva's lotus feet, Sati lit her body to fire by the fire of Samadhi. She raised her pranas all the way up to Agni Chakra, Sahasrama Chakra. She gave up this body, but while giving her this body, she agitated the fire element and air element within her body so that the entire body will burn to ashes. She does not want to leave behind any remnants. So like that. So that somebody else has to do the final rites. So she does not want anything. तथा स्वभर्तो सदा स्वभर्तो चरणाम्बुजासवम् जगद्गुरोश्चिन्तयति न चापरम् ददर्श देहो अत कल्मषा सती सद्या प्रज्ज्वाल समाधि जाग्निना. Thereafter, meditating on the sweetness of the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, her husband, the Guru of the entire universe, Jagat Guru, she did not see anything else. She closed her eyes. Till now, she was looking at Daksha. Now, she closed her eyes and meditating upon Lord Shiva. Her body, whose identity as Daksha's daughter, was destroyed by fire of Samadhi, suddenly lit up in a flash. In no time, Sati came out of the body and the body burned to ashes. Everything happened like a flash. It did not happen for half an hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Just like the flash comes in the sky in the rainy season, comes through clouds hit and the flash comes and disappears. Like that, the body burned to ashes. And though no ash left there. So like that. She meditated on the sweetness of Lord Shiva's lotus feet. Thinking only of those feet, she did not see anything else. By the fire of Samadhi, her sin, her identity as the daughter of Daksha, was completely destroyed. The body which with sins has been destroyed, then shone alone brightly. So everything happened in 1 second. Because she is Mahayogini, Mahasadvi, she can do it. So without leaving behind even the rock remnants, everything disappeared. Huh? But the burning is so much, even the ashes also burnt. So like that. Why should she leave behind the ashes, which eventually will be touched by Daksha? She does not want to leave behind the dead body Daksha may touch. She does not want to even leave behind the dead rocks, the rock of the dead body. So she is a Mahasadhu, she can do. Seeing her giving up the body, the great cry arose in the sky. Everyone was, aha, what happened, what happened, what happened? Alas, alas. तत्पश्यतां के भुवि चाद्भुतं महत् ये हेति वादासु महान जायत हन्त प्रिया दैवतमस्य देवी जहाव असुन के न सती प्रकोपिता. All the people assembled in that yajna and the devatas from the sky, they are all crying, aha, a great cry arose from those in the sky and on the earth who saw Sati burn up. Sati, dear to the best of the devatas, Lord Shiva, has given up her life because of anger to Daksha. Angered by Daksha, Sati, dear to most worshipped persons, Lord Shiva, gave up her life. So, in that way. Lord Shiva is worshipped by everyone, and that Shiva loves Sati so much, but the Sati, out of anger of Daksha, gave up her body. Disrespected by Daksha, Mother Sati had to give up her body. Aho anatmyam mahadasya pashyata prajaprateryasya characharam praja jahavasun vimatatmaja sati manasvini manamabhikshan abhikshnam Ha! See that great living corpse belonging to Daksha, the progenitor, who has all beings as his offsprings. Sati deserves the most respect, but disrespected by Daksha. Sati, the most intelligent, has given up her life. This Daksha supposed to love and respect his daughter because he did not do. As a result of that, the most intelligent Sati had to give up her body. They are criticizing Daksha. Though you are living dead. So like that, everyone is criticizing Daksha. Soyam durmarsha hrudayo brahma druksha lokopakirtim mahati mavapyasi tadangajam swam purushadvidudyatam na pratyasedan mrutaye paradatat. Intolerant Daksha, violent to Brahmanas, will gain great infamy in the world because hating Lord Shiva, he did not prevent his daughter when she prepared to die because of his neglect. Daksha did not receive Sati, did not welcome Sati, did not show affection to Sati. That is okay. But when he seeing his daughter is burning herself, he did not even had a courtesy to stop her from dying. What kind of a dead person is he? What kind of a selfish person is he? Something like that. Daksha is intolerant. He hates Lord Shiva. That is fine. He did not prevent her when she was preparing to die because of his disrespect. That is fine. Okay, you hated Lord Shiva. That is fine. You hated your daughter. That is fine. Then this much, your daughter is about to burn herself. You did not even made an attempt to stop her. What kind of a person are you? What kind of a heart you possess? Stone heart. So like that. Then Maitreya further say, Vadadevam jane satya दृष्ट्वा सुत्यागमद्भुतम् दक्ष्यं सत्प्रसा पार्षदाहन्तुम् उदैष्टन् उदायुधा. While people were talking in this way, the attendants of Lord Shiva, like Nandi and other people who came along with Sati, seeing Sati's astonished death, stood up with raised weapons to kill Daksha and his followers. So they want to kill Daksha's followers and destroy the entire Yajna. Tesham apatatam vegam nishamya Bhagavan Bhrugu yajnagnena yajusha dakshinagno juhavaha. Now there is a problem. These Shiva's followers, they overdo everything. Last time also Nandi, he could have cursed Daksha, but he cursed Daksha's followers and all the Brahmanas. Same way now, of course, they are angry with Daksha. They want to punish. And they want to punish all the Brahmanas. They want to destroy the Yajna also. Bhrigu did not tolerate that. This Yajna is being performed by all the Prajapatis, not only Daksha. Everyone is part of this. And you don't have any right to destroy the Yajna. And second thing, everyone is not supporting Daksha. Maybe there may be some follow Daksha. Not that everyone is supporting Daksha. You don't have a right to harm all the Brahmanas. So, Bhrigu, seeing how swiftly they were approaching, powerful Bhrigu offered oblation and earthen fire with hymns from the Yajurveda to kill those who destroy the sacrifice. So, in order to protect the sacrifice, Bhrigu chanted some mantras in the northern side of the Yajna in order to produce the protectors. So, they are appeared in the next verse. Advaryuna Hunamane Deva Utpetu Rojasa Prubhavo Nama Tapasa Somam Prapta Saharshana. When Bhrigu offered them oblations, the Rubus who achieved Soma by austerity arrived quickly in the thousands. When Bhrigu Muni offered some oblation on the northern side, the Bhrigu Devatas appeared, who are generally the protectors of the Devatas. Rubus. They stood in the middle of the Yajna performers and the Shiva's followers. Per alayatayuda sarve pramatta sahaguyaka anyamana disho bejor ushadbir brahmatejasa. Attacked with firebrands by the Rubus, who were shining with the light of Brahman. All the ghosts, the Guyaka, the followers of Lord Shiva fled in directions. Because these people are highly powerful. Rubus are powerful people. When they attacked with the fire weapons, the followers of Lord Shiva, the attendants of motherSati, could not tolerate. For their own protection, they fell away. They went back to Kailash. So like that. That all happened. So this is how Sati left her body, and all the other great sages and devatas criticized Daksha. What kind of person are you? Okay, you hated Lord Shiva, you hated, said that is all fine, but you did not even stop your daughter while dying. What kind of hard-hearted person are you? But whatever happened, jo hone wala ho gaye. So unable to tolerate this, Lord Shiva's followers are trying to attack Daksha and all his followers and destroy the Yajna. But Dakshina is for the welfare of everyone. Dakshina is performed by everyone. Bhrigu Muni could not tolerate that. He produced Rubu Devatas who attacked Shiva's followers and things went in and they all went in different directions. And what happened next, we will see in the next Sunday. So we will stop here. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for joining early in the morning. And sorry for calling all of you early in the morning, your prime time, chanting time, and coming to